we are going to be talking about Facebook ads today. Specifically, what we're going to be talking about is an older video that Karen Carr did. The thrust of this video was how she got 25 leads in a week from an ad campaign about single-story homes. So now, I've started to create an ad here, for a specific set. This category is under housing because we are promoting real estate listings. Facebook has a great number of filtering options that are unavailable. Oops, I accidentally clicked on something there. Let's click website again. So they really limit what you can and cannot do for a specific thing. So, we're looking at audience size here, 96 million people, way too many. So if we go down here, we can edit our location. So let's go ahead and edit this to, we're going to do Albuquerque, New Mexico is going to be our theoretical. And let's try to get it to pull up just the entire city of, there we go, city, Albuquerque, New Mexico. So now we're looking at 240,000 people. And, so we're gonna see some information here. So we got zip code selection is unavailable when you're doing a housing ad. That's fine. I'm gonna show you guys how you can beat it in a little bit. You can't change the age. So that's kind of a big significant feature there. Because Karen had this to 40, 65 plus, we're just looking at 18 to 65 plus. Gender, that's not too big of a deal. You used to be able to do, male or female. However, that's, not too big of a deal to just have it narrowed down onto, just anybody. Now down here, for our detail targeting is really kind of where, things, kind of get a little bit more, here, let's kind of zoom in. Kind of restrictive. So we're looking at a 15-mile radius around Albuquerque, New Mexico. You can check that out. That's including Rio Rancho, all these other areas. I'm just going to narrow that down to 8 miles. And that actually might be 15. So 15 is actually the narrowest that you can go, for an ad like this for housing. And Facebook has added a lot of this to kind of prevent housing discrimination. Kind of an interesting thing. So, you can put in for interests, like you used to be able to put in, home owner. Can't do that. Real estate is one that we've already got on there. Luxury real estate. We could do real estate entrepreneur. This is like a lot of like real estate investment and things like that. So real estate economics, real estate broker. You can really just kind of put in some really basic ones. You can see suggestions. So we can pop in house. Let's do, let's see, we're not looking at first-time buyers necessarily because we're looking at people that are looking to downsize in our particular ad, so house hunting. Let's see what else we got here. Single family, first-time home buyer grant. No, we don't want to do that. Mortgage loans, pre-qualification, sale by owner, furniture business. Oh, condominium might be a good one actually. And then we are looking at property finder. And let's just go ahead and throw in, let's see, investment, single family detached homes. We're not really looking for those though. Townhouse, residential area. Those are all like kind of pretty good ones to do. So I would just recommend if you're doing like a housing ad like this, go to suggestions because they're going to have some good ones that you can throw on there. Let's do Zillow. Screw it. And we will leave it at that. So our audience says it's defined, but 320,000 people is a lot still. That's kind of a great deal here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how you can kind of, even further narrow it down without having to use those specific, targeting metrics that are a little bit restrictive when it comes to housing ads. So we are, obviously you would set your optimization and spending. We're not really going to talk about that too much. Let's go here and continue. And we're going to talk about the actual ad itself now. So we are looking at our ad here. Obviously, you're going to be promoting it from your Facebook page. If you wanted to connect it to an Instagram account, you would do that as well. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over. I'm going to get my little link here for my landing page. I just did a very simple one. In Karen's video, she did single-story homes. A single-story home list. So it was like a really basic, you hit the squeeze page, you fill out the form in particular, and then you were automatically redirected to, a search that had all the information that you wanted on it. So, and then she also then added folks to a list within her MLS, actually, instead of using the website for it. So really basic, we made the squeeze page. I got the URL here. Now you might, and what I referenced earlier is how you can, basically do a little bit more when it comes to, kind of targeting, and that's where you do it here. So I'm going to go ahead and change my identity here to, let's just leave it as Chris Demerowitz there, just for the sake of example. And then this is where you're actually going to be doing that. So, interested in downsizing. Kids out of the house. Don't want to worry about stairs. And obviously you could probably be a little bit more clever about it than this, but this is a good way to start it here. And then, you can kind of see that on the ad, this text shows up. So the way that we're going to do this, though, is we're going to say, are you retired? And then underneath that, we're going to put kids out of the house. And then under here, need a more manageable home. And then because it automatically refreshes every time here, it's gonna kind of take a little bit there. But yeah, so need a more manageable home. And then for headline, I'm gonna just do, we can help. And then under description, if you are looking to downsize, look no further, sign up for my list of single-story homes. Now, you might be wondering why, I kind of went with text like this. So the reason that Facebook is such an effective ad tool in a lot of ways is because Facebook, it wants to serve good ads. It wants you to make money on your advertising so that you do it again. So even though you might not have the targeting characteristics that were available a couple of years ago to target retired people, people with teenagers, things like that for a housing ad because it's due to anti-discrimination laws, you can still put information that would suggest that in the text here. So, and the reason that you want to do that is because Facebook is even though it's not numeric data, Facebook still wants to show this advertisement to people that fit the description. So if you're saying things like, are you retired, kids out of the house, manageable home, it is going to automatically place this with folks that are of a certain criteria and age. So that's kind of like a little behind the scenes, like little inside baseball stuff right there. It works though. It's Josh Keaton and Daniel Keaton, two agents that are using our websites on the East Coast do this all the time with great effect. And that's kind of our little trick for kind of defeating, some of that targeting info that is no longer available to real estate agents. If you guys need any more help with that, please let us know. I also recommend watching the video, that we popped up as well there. So definitely an excellent resource for at least budgeting and things along those lines. But just remember, even though you might not be able to set your targeting data as finely as you might want to, you can still, in the text and links section, the primary text, the headline, description, you can absolutely still get a little information in there that's going to help your ad out.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching this episode of EAP TV. If you want to see more, click the circular EAP logo to the left to subscribe, or you can watch more videos by clicking on the links to the right.